Hey guys, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm Rage, once again. Don't think I'll ever be anybody different, but just in case you forgot, that's me. Last episode, you'll remember, we unlocked some more control surfaces, got our batteries, our Science Junior, best thing in the world for doing science, of course. And this episode, we're going to try to get some more engines. Because without these, well, especially this Wildcat, from KW Rocketry mod, which is probably one of my favorite mods because it's got a crap ton of rocket parts. We're going to use these to get enough Delta V to get away from Kerbin so that we can actually land on the moon this episode. But first, as you can see, we only have 13 science, so we need, what, 7 more? Yeah, 20 science. So we're just going to do some high altitude science right now. I went ahead and pre-made a craft because the craft designs are going to get a little more intricate now, so I don't want to fill a bunch of time in with just building a craft and wasting your guys' time. So I'm probably just going to pre-make it from now on. If you want to see different, let me know and I'll go ahead and include them. Here it is. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Oh yeah, here's the beast. Now yes, this is overkill for what we're doing right now, but we're actually going to reuse this to land on the moon. But right now with it, we'd be able to get there and land, but I'm not sure if we'd be able to get back. And you guys know I'm not big on transmitting, so we're going to go ahead and just get these 7 extra science points real fast. We might actually be able to get on the launch pad, so we'll try that first. That music, so soothing. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we can get here real fast. We might actually get enough just from this. Oh, look at that. Let's see what we get from these guys. We'll keep it. Get our crew report. I sometimes forget that. Oh, I already did it before. Not getting anything. And that's all we got for science so far, so we'll just recover it. And looks like we'll be getting to the moon faster than we thought. Plus 11. Awesome, we got enough. And after this, we're going to definitely go for struts, because struts are your best friend in this game. So this will just be fast for our craft build this time, so all I gotta do is switch out some motors and we'll be good to go. So where's our Wildcat at? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna want to use. Does that have gimbaling? Or vectoring? Yeah, it's got gimbal. Okay. It's not much, but it'll work. Oh. There it is. Come on. Oh, did I put that on the wrong one? Cannot get it to work with me today. Come on. There we go. Okay, these we want to pull down to the bottom. Those are all right still. This is right. This we actually want to make number 9, because we're gonna let these burn first. We're gonna drop all of our boosters, or solid rocket boosters, and then we're gonna ignite this one after that. So that way, when we drop all these outside engines, we still have a little bit in that to push us, because we'll be up high enough by then where, we'll have plenty of thrust, and we won't need vectoring that much once we get up there. So this is 120. We're going to go ahead and use these for here, make it more efficient for us. Where do they go? There they are. And we actually, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and change out this one, I think. Actually, no, we're going to leave that on there, because I'll drop these outer tanks and then we'll ignite this tank, which is usually what I like to do with this bottom stage too, but with how much fuel is in there and how big this upper stages are, it won't work out that great, so we're not going to do it like that. So we'll burn these first, and we'll drop them, and then we'll launch our center one and drop it. Perfect. Okay, we're good to go. Let's save it. And just so you know, MSL is Moon Science Lander Mark 1. Although I guess this is Mark 2. And I already saved over my old one, so I guess it doesn't matter much. Oh well, let's launch it. Jeb's not getting this mission. He takes too much of the fun already. We're gonna give it to Bob. He's the smart one. Go ahead and turn our SAS on, and let's launch. It's gonna go a little wild, you know, right now. I'm just gonna kind of let it go, just barely try to control it, and once those boosters are done, we'll actually get aligned up where we want to go. Let's go up to 3/4. We do have vectoring on these, so it'll help out a little bit. Oh, the spin. So much spin. I'm not a big fan of boosters, solid rocket boosters, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, there goes those. Let's pump it up full. Let's ignite our center engine. There we go. You know, I should have left that one on the center actually, because that would have helped our control a lot more. Usually don't want to have your outside motors gimbaling, but I don't know. I've never really seen a huge problem with it, so I just always let them go. Keep my orientation right. And we're at 10,000. Let's go ahead and start turning. We're not going to go too much. We're going to go just shy of 45. I do have graphics turned all the way up, and ground scatters I'm pretty sure is all the way up too. So hopefully you guys will get a little bit better visual. I won't be uploading these videos in high quality because, you know, they're mainly for tutorials, so there's really no point in it. And my upload times right now are just killing me because of my new internet service. And we're going to go ahead and lean all the way over now. Yeah, so they'll be low quality for now, guys. Just bear in mind. I think that's the wrong saying I was looking for, but it works. How much fuel do we have? We're about to burn out. And that'll actually be perfect, so we should hit our 60,000 mark. Oh, wrong button. Had my hand placed wrong on the keyboard. Yeah, there we go. And this stage should, as long as we don't use any of this fuel in these 3 tanks, then we'll be able to land on the moon for sure, because this will get us there, get us landed, and then I've got a center stage that'll get us home. Let's see where we're at. I usually get up to around 1800 meters per second, and then I go ahead and shut my engines down. I don't know why, it's just kind of a ritual, I guess. It doesn't look like we'll get too high either, so that's good. I just like the speed, and then it's less we have to use later on. Or, well, less of a burn time, I guess. I like to get most of it done in this first shot. Oh, there's our 1800 mark. Let's just go up to 19. Okay, there we go. Like a maneuver node to make it easy on us so we don't have to look at the map every 5 seconds. Ooh, too much. Too Little, here we go again. Going back and forth with the maneuver nodes. You know what, that'll work. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just had enough fuel in those tanks, so it definitely will be, it'll probably be around a 45-second burn by the time we drop these and just go to our center tank. Because we'll be cutting our thrust and down to about, what are these? They were like 130 thrusts. So yeah, we'll be cutting our thrust in half pretty much, a little bit less. So we're going to start burning at 25 seconds. Let's go ahead and speed up. Okay. And start the engines. Yep, that's all we got. Oh, I was wrong. It's a 30-second burn. Let's go ahead and lower this then. So we'll actually end up with fuel. It won't be enough fuel to get us to the moon, but it'll help give us a boost to get to the moon. I just wanted to slow us down a little so we don't overburn. So remember, you always want to burn half your time before your node and half of it after. So I might end up with a wonky orbit now, but we'll find out. There we go. Oh, I missed that all the time. 72, perfect, perfect. Yeah, we'll get a little boost from it. And these will actually end up being just a small amount less than that, so our burn time should be pretty close. Where's the moon at? There it is. Somewhere in here she is there. Now, I probably said this before, there is an optimal spot to get to the moon, but you know me. I just go for it. I don't care about efficiency or anything like that. If I come home with 500 units of fuel, that's fine with me. I don't have to worry about saving it anyways to put into another craft, so it doesn't matter. 255, let's see if we can get closer. Oh, wrong way. Closer you are, the less it's going to take. 71. Oh, too much. Make sure that I can just do this. Bring down how much we're going to need. Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's what happened. 6,000. So touchy. So touchy. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go for 8,000. That'll be perfect. I am using an advanced nav ball, so it's kind of nice because see how that was on the other side? You know, most people who aren't used to the game are kind of always just like, oh, I gotta go this way, I gotta go that way. But that shows you where the indicators are from the other side. So it's really nice. You always know which direction to spin and all that. And we should get enough science from this trip to actually unlock a couple things. But we'll talk about that when we get to it, I guess. Let's go ahead and speed up. Well, you already know for sure we're going to get struts. And I'm just really thinking about solar panels and more science equipment or something along those lines. Maybe some more structural, maybe some more engines, who knows. But with the engines I have now, we can get a lot done with them. You know, we get de minimis, we do pretty much everything in the Kerbal system right now, or Kerbin system. Okay, let's go ahead and start our burn. A little off right there. There's that guy. My squeaky chair, I need to grease this thing. It's getting old. I usually buy a new chair every couple of years, but this one's treated me well over the years. I guess next time when we have some downtime like this, I should probably find something to talk about with you guys as far as what's going on with our science programs and real life, and some cool missions maybe that were my sound cut off there for a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I think it's time to get some new chords. And see, I always stop short and I go to map view, and that makes it a little bit easier to get it right on the money where you want to be. Oh, almost. Where's that? Come on. It's not going the way I want it to go. That's not good. Looks like it's going to shoot us around the opposite way. Okay, we're going to have to do another maneuver here because something went wacky right there. And I don't want to waste a lot of fuel, so let's get as close as we can so we don't have to spend a lot. 8,000, there's our original. Don't know what happened there. We'll just stay in map view for this one. And really I just need to place that so I can see which direction I had to go. And there we go. 17, a little much, but not bad. We got plenty of fuel to slow down and land. Let's go ahead and zoom in, or speed up I guess, with time warp. Get used to a lot of imperfections with my words, guys. I like to make up my own a lot too, so be prepared. Come on, kick in physics. You want to face in the opposite direction that you're going, of course. Probably going to try to land in this crater. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. Maybe this one. No, we'll probably go for this one. Yeah, I should have wrapped around this side because then I could have came straight in and landed. And now I'm going to have to use a lot of fuel anyways. I guess it works out to about the same no matter what you do. We'll wait till about right there and start burning. I usually do motors, and when I do them on the sides like this, I usually go 4, because that way I can transfer fuel from, you know, 2 of them into the other 2, and then drop those 2 tanks, get rid of some engine weight and stuff like that, and it kind of prolongs how much you get, how much delta V you end up with. But like I said, I'm not too concerned about it right now. I'm really just trying to get some of the basics for you guys and teach you some easy, fast, fun missions right in the beginning to get some science. And there we go. Oh, too much. A little bit too much. That's okay. I'll just speed it up till it's about 10. Actually, 9 should be enough. If I'm correct. And I did put a set of landing legs on here just in case I have to drop these right before the landing and use this. But by the time I drop all these tanks and have that weight dropped off, this will be plenty to get us back into orbit and get us home. And we'll actually be using a aero braking technique on our way home, which will save us even more fuel. So let's get around here. So the only thing bad about being so close is your time warp's so much slower. I really wish there was a way to override it. You know, just click a button, and if you're more experienced and you know how fast it's going to really be, you can just be able to slow it down or speed it up as much as you want. Let's just try to get right in here. There we go. Okay, so I want to kill all of my velocity right now. So this way I drop straight down into the crater. I'm already at 10,000, so I won't have to use a lot of fuel on my way down to keep a constant slow speed. But at the same time, I don't have much fuel left in these. So let's just hope for the best. And almost enough. There we go. Drop our gear. Kind of get a lower look at it so I can tell when I'm getting closer to the ground. And that's why I like the ground scatter, because you can actually tell how close you are, because you know this isn't always right, and I'm not a big fan of sitting on the inside unless I have giant windows to look out of. So you know, this is like my least favorite pod, to be honest. I like the look of it, but the whole fact that this is what you get to see, like, you know, that's just ugly. That's kind of cool. And the lights, and you know, they added a lot more detail, but still, just my personal preferences, I guess. Oh, looks like we're gonna land inside of a crater that is within another crater. Yeah, so you can see all that ground scatter. It really helps you judge how close you are. And I'm going to keep this open so I can see how much fuel I have. This is going to be a kamikaze burn, by the way. You're going to try to burn last minute. Oh, we might not have enough. Go ahead and activate that, otherwise I probably would have smashed into it. There we go. Nice soft landing. With fuel to spare. And shut that down. Turn off our SAS because we got plenty of electric charge. I'm not worried about it. We'll keep it on just so it doesn't flip over or something. Let's get our crew report. 20 signs just for that. Nice. Nice. Let's get all of our mystery views, which are probably going to be the same exact message as always. Very boring. I was going to download that community, what's it called? Community something mod, and it gives you a whole bunch of messages that, you know, the KSP community all submitted into it. Yeah, we're getting 40 science piece for these. That's nice. That's just one of those was, well, just this crew report was more than what we were usually getting in one trip on Kerbin, so it's going to help us a lot. This is where it's at, though. This is where the science is at. 100 science for that. That's awesome. And let's go ahead and jump Bob out of here. Oh, you know what? Just for... oh, I should have been inside. Let me go inside real fast. Just for looks, I'm going to extend it. I just love this antenna. When they added this one, I was ecstatic about it because that thing just looks awesome. The way it folds out and just the general beautifulness of it, I guess. Let go. Let's get out of here. We'll get our ground samples. And actually, as a rule of thumb, I plant a flag in every biome I visit, so that way there's no second guessing. Oh, did I go there? Did I do this one? Did I do that one? And you know what? Which one was this? I guess it doesn't matter. First landing on the moon. Ha, Jeb. Beat you to it. That should make Jeb jealous when he comes and visits on our next science trip. And let's get our surface sample. 120, awesome. There are large concentrations of melted byproducts here. Some appear to be formed by intense pressures and heat. Maybe, maybe not. EVA. Look up at the sky for Kerbin. Suddenly you feel very small. Where's Kerbin at? I don't think we can actually see Kerbin right now. Let's take a gander. Oh, yeah, we won't be able to see it. Oh well. And time for the trip home, guys. This is the fun part. This is the part where you start going, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Grab. Okay, so my trick when I'm taking off from another planet is I always try to aim just like on Kerbin. I try to go for the 90-degree mark. Now sometimes you land at the poles of a planet or moon, and then it's a little bit trickier, I guess, because even I lose my bearings still. And I mean, I've got over 500 hours in this game now, something like that. I played it solid for a couple months straight when I first got it, and now it's still, you know, almost an every other day game I play, just for fun, not even recording videos or anything like that. Like, I just love this game in general. And it actually sparked an interest for me in science. Well, mostly just the space part of science, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's go ahead and take off. We're aiming for the 90 right here. These will give us just a little bit of a boost to get out the surface. And I usually aim just right away, you know. Start our turn right away, I should say. And out of fuel. Activate this engine. Oh, going the wrong way. I seem to do that a lot. Let's make it look good with our antenna. And my golden rule with the moon is 10 to 20,000 meters above the surface. When you get in space, for some reason it sounds like there's whales everywhere. It sounds like you're in the ocean for some reason. I actually kind of like it. That should be plenty. Oh, way too much. 10,000, perfect. 331 meters per second. We've got about 3/4 of a tank, maybe 2/3. We'll probably need about 1/3 of that to get to back home. Oh, now we can see Kerbin. Oh, that's another thing about this game, is it just looks so good. Just look at all them stars. If you guys want, if you want me to add any, like, you know, like I said, I'm keeping this on low video quality, but even if my game settings are really high, it still looks better on the video. So if you guys want me to do any, you know, visual mods or any even normal recommended, you know, parts mods, just, you know, let me know in the comments and I'll try them out and make sure everything's compatible. And as long as it doesn't make my game crash constantly, I'd be more than happy to use them, or even submitted crafts by you guys. If you have something you want me to test out or send on a mission or anything like that, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to do it. And I always love looking at other people's crafts. That's the main reason I go on the forums, is just to look at crafts that people make, because a lot of them are just awesome ideas. I love them. Okay, let's speed this up. I don't know why I'm trying to talk through it when I could just be speeding up through it. I always go a little bit shy of 100% on the moon too, just to try to save fuel. I don't think it really matters, because you still use, you know, pretty much the same amount. It might make a difference of, you know, 0.05 units of fuel, something like that, but I guess it's not a big deal if I just go 100. Oh, we should have just enough fuel to get home. Just enough. 15,000. Yeah, and I didn't put a separation stage on this one this time because, well, you saw in my last video, we ended up crashing at the end on our science module because, you know, the tolerance on this isn't really anything at all. So I decided this time I'm just going to leave this engine on. I'm going to leave all the science parts on, and I'm just going to throw some landing legs on it and throw on a couple extra chutes. So I've actually got 5 chutes on this one. Okay, let's make our plan our trip home. Pretty sure we're going to go somewhere in here. What's that at? 4 million. 2 million. 752. Let's see if it gets shorter this way. Yeah, it does. That's pretty much, you know, you always want to just finagle around with the maneuver nodes. That's how you're always going to find the best spot when you're coming back. So that's looking about the best spot I'm going to get. Oh, too much. So I aim for about 35,000 minimum, and even if you don't get pulled back in on that first time around, then either on the second or third time it's going to slow you down enough to actually drop you all the way down to the ground. So you'll always be good if you get to that mark. So let's try to get as close as we can. Oh, that's 24. Just a little bit. There we go, 34. That'll be good. 273. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, well, just enough fuel, guys. Just enough. Just enough. I say that a lot. Just enough. And just in case you didn't hear me say it enough, I said those 2 words separate this time, so it wasn't as obvious. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up. Oh, there we are. My physics aren't going to kick in time. There we go. Perfect timing. I'm pretty sure you can't time warp now, yeah. Pretty sure the only time you can actually time warp when you're throttled up is like when you're inside the atmosphere, or on the ground in a rover, or if you're running or something like that. So, oh, too much. But it doesn't matter, because either way, we're hitting curbing. So I'm not going to worry about turning it around or anything like that. And I might actually go, I'm going to fix this more when we get in here, so maybe we can land on the sunny side of the planet. So let's speed up and get out of here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. No, we don't want to go that way. We want to go this way. We'll be coming in fast, but that's what makes this fun. It really is. It's that chance that you don't know if it's going to work or not. And I don't test my landing stages. I only test my takeoff stages. So, and even sometimes I don't do that. So we're just going to burn the rest of the fuel we got and hope for the best. What do we have? 5 units. 1 unit. I wish you could, you know, slide the map too. I could focus on curbing, but I hate doing that. So it's hard to get focused back on your ship once it gets close. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it and burn it all. And we're empty. RB curbing. That scallywag. Oh, I do this a lot where I mess up everything. Oh, it's giving me the worst camera view. Oh, we're coming in hot. Oh, we're getting close. Oh wow, that's not good. Doesn't seem to want to load right. It's messing up my shadows. Oh, and it's going to be a water landing too. That's no good. I hate water landings because things tend to break off when you hit the water. Although I do have a reaction wheel this time, so it might be enough to keep us straight. And hopefully this will burn off and drop us that little bit more extra weight. And we're going to flip it for the opposite direction we are going. Oh, we are coming in way hot. Way hot. This is very fast. And here we go, slowing down. Awesome effects. That looks really nice, actually. Oh, and I actually have the hot rockets mod on too, which makes all the engine, the flame and everything, all that stuff actually looks a lot better. You'll notice it a lot when I start using the bigger engines and the nuclear engines especially, because it really changes those. Oh, and it didn't burn this guy off. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. I love landing at sea level because then you know that your radar is correct. Let our chutes deploy. I try not to time warp when the chutes are deploying because it tends to either rip them off or the pieces they're connected to off. So be very careful when you guys are doing that. Oh, this is the slow part. Very, very slow part. Looks like this is going to be a long episode too, guys, so hope you enjoyed it. And we're not even over, we still got a couple minutes, so we're going to go ahead and figure out what we're going to unlock and everything. Oh, SAS, be ready to recover so I don't break nothing off. Oh yeah, look at that, we got plenty of science, plenty. 353, oh man. Okay, first off, struts, and this will help us to our tri-coupler stacker thingamajigger. So now the decision is, do I get better engines, better tanks? Actually, I can get those, but first, I want solar panels for sure. I want more science instruments for sure. And then we can unlock our engines and our fuel tanks. Oh, and if I had one more science, we could get one more thing. I don't know what I would go for though, to be honest. This is when it starts getting a little more harder to decide. I usually try to go for science parts first, but see, this is double. And if I had the 90 points, I would just go ahead and unlock something in here. I wouldn't worry about saving up because my next trip, I'm going to make enough to get this, plus another one, if I do it right. Yeah, I'll probably go for this one next because it's got this really nice low-profile engine from B9. And it works really well for landers, especially for the moon and for Minimus. I'm not a big fan of the Poodle engine, but, you know, I like the tank that it comes with. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I'll have another episode up this weekend, and we'll take another trip to the moon, and then I'll show you how to get a Minimus encounter. I'm not sure if we'll get a landing, but we'll definitely get an encounter. And I'll see you guys then. So if you like this episode, you know, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and get the alerts that I'm actually uploading the videos. And like I said earlier, leave a comment if you have a craft that you want to send, that you want me to try out, or maybe you want a custom mission you want me to do, or anything like that. Just let me know, and we'll see you next week. See you guys later.